How's it going, guys? Bit of a different video today. We are going to Robot Rampage from Random Robotics' YouTube channel. So I'm bringing I'm sending 4 robots. So without further ado, let's get right into them. We're going to start over here with Vibration. This is a replica of Random Robotics' own robot Vibration. But this is kind of my take on it. He said he wanted it like an undercutter. So I took that idea and I ran with it. It has some O-ring wheels. These allow it so if it wants to, it can switch to 4-wheel drive with a tombstone belt. But I found that this setup works better for it. This is not the final paint job. Random himself is going to paint it, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But it has some pretty fun features. If you can see, you can't really reach the power button. So how do you turn it on? Well, you just, the board's exposed there, and if you push down on it, it turns on and off. So let me get the remote here. There we go, turn it on, and you can see it's got some pretty potent weapon power. Oh gosh, I almost just totally broke my nail there. But that is a pretty good first entry. So we'll put that back over there, and we'll grab this guy. So this is not my robot. This is from Cat's Eye, who made Volcano after I told him essentially make a 4-wheel drive drum, no balls, and he said, bet. So this is his robot Volcano that he was kind enough to send the files over to so I could make a replica of. And to say it is scary is an understatement. So this thing has hit up to the bottom of my mirror, which I measured is 17 inches off the ground. So it is a 4-wheel drive Witch Doctor version 1 base that can indeed drive upside down. Maybe not the best, you might need to add some hot glue on the wheels, but right side up it is very, very mobile, and it hits very hard. So this might be the front runner for robots I'm sending. I'm not gonna lie, this thing hits really hard. It's really cool. Big thank you to Cat's Eye. Happy to bring it to the States for some representation. And that's about all I got to say about this thing. It's got a drill bit here to support the shaft, and then a seizure motor here. So it's a very robust design once you get it all nice and attached correctly. And then we have some things here. Missing a couple screws, just didn't feel it was too necessary. It's held on very well. Definitely won't come apart. So, very awesome robot. Very excited to see what that does. I'll probably have some exhibitions of that on the channel eventually. But, next up we have Atlantis. Let me see if I have something to turn it on. Yeah, that worked. So, this is going to be our speed demon. This thing is nice and quick. Sometimes the drive leans to one side, and the way I've solved that is I just hit the back wheel with a hammer. Yeah, I guess it works eventually if you just hit it enough times. So like, I'll hit the left side with the hammer and then it'll just work. So the weapon as well, not as scary as Volcano, but definitely enough to do some damage. It got upgraded since last season with new battery configuration. If I have it, I'll put it up on the screen here. Doubling the O-rings and moving the drum a couple more millimeters forward, and just kind of redesigning this whole front section. So hopefully it's more durable and hits harder and is more reliable than anything compared to last season. At the end of last season, it was actually very reliable. This season, it should be more. Also, I think I added another like millimeter, half a millimeter of thickness to the top plate post tungsten. So we'll see how that goes. All right, our last robot is, you know him, you love him, Squish. I'm not gonna lie, not much has changed. We have the M3 screws instead of, there was like a couple of screw holes that were too small, so it didn't actually ever get screws there. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's definitely Squish, you know. terrifying as always. So, this is a brand new frame. I think this is a new motor and everything. So, and I fixed the reliability issues with the receiver. What happened was there was one little piece of copper, or one single wire strand that was touching two ports on the receiver, so it just wouldn't work. But fixed it. It works just fine now. Forks very low. These aren't sanded at all or anything. That they just came off the print bed like that. But overall, this thing's gonna hit very hard. It's not the fastest, but in an arena with a pit, that might be good. It's got very good control. Might print just a complete back wedge too, for robots like Gigabyte and everything that Random has over there. So without further ado, this is not an episode of Mechanical Mayhem. But yeah, that is Squish. So that's going to be all the robots that I'm sending. I might have some secret stuff that I'll show after the tournament's filmed or something. But other than that, that's it for today. And I will catch you guys later. See ya.